Hey there, I'm Dave, and I'm here to talk about our sixth and final show in our Pacific Northwest box set. So this is the sixth of these videos we've done, and the last one that we'll do for the Pacific Northwest box set. We've got a little listening party. The Seattle show, the one that ends our box. It's the Grateful Dead's only performance at the Heck Edmondson Pavilion at the University of Washington in Seattle, and it is a remarkably good show. As I mentioned the other time when I was talking about the Vancouver 74 show, this is a rare three-night run of Grateful Dead shows that did not feature Dark Star or the other one. Some great jamming. The Vancouver show had that great truckin' jam. The Portland had the even better truckin' jam. Truly one of the best jams I've ever heard the Dead do. And Seattle had one of the most interesting, exciting songs the Dead ever played, a 47-minute version of Playing in the Band. Yes, you heard 47-minute version of Playing in the Band. There's no drum break in there. There's just a lot of different thematic jams that as they move through it. It's a really interesting way that the Grateful Dead made their second set at the Seattle show to wrap up the tour. It was a little tour of three shows. They ended up going to Santa Barbara after this about 4 days later on May 25th. But for the Pacific Northwest, the Seattle show is really a wonderful way to end it. A lot of really good music at the Seattle show. We're going to play you a couple of songs. We've been focusing on a lot of the bigger songs throughout our listening parties. China Rider, Playing in the Band, Birdsong, stuff like that. We're going to play you a couple of smaller songs now from the one album that was about to come out a month later, and one that had just come out about 8 months earlier in October, 8 months earlier, in October of 1973, Wake of the Flood, of course. We're going to play you Row Jimmy, which is a real standout from Wake of the Flood, and a song that the Dead played pretty consistently through the next, from 73 right till 95, and a song that I've read in a couple of interviews with Jerry Garcia is a song Jerry really loved to play, and you're going to hear that here. You're going to hear the joyfulness that comes out of this Row Jimmy. And we're also going to play you U.S. Blues, the song that would become the hit single. I don't know if it was a hit, but it was the single, the first single off of Mars Hotel that would come out a little bit later. And then in 1976, of course, with the bicentennial, it was a big song then too. It opened up the Grateful Dead movie in 1977. So a lot of really good music coming from Mars Hotel, and U.S. Blues was the first single. So from Seattle, a big Wall of Sound show, and with the Wall of Sound show comes that Wall of Sound, and which is to say it sounds great. And one thing I've always loved about the Wall of Sound recordings is the distinct and definite separation of each instrument. You can really pick out very, very clearly the 5 instruments and each of the vocals. Of course, each of the vocals, but you can really distinctly pick out more than any other era. I mean, any era from like the 1967, 66, right up through 95. You can clearly pick out each individual instrument. The Dead recorded extremely clearly. They played through a PA very clearly. But there's something about the Wall of Sound where every single instrument, which I imagine, having never seen the Wall of Sound live in concert, I imagine that is more what it would have been like at the show. And that's what I heard from people, that you could distinctly pick out every single sound, and you're going to hear that on these tapes. So here it is, Row Jimmy and U.S. Blues from Seattle 1974. This wraps up our visit to each of the 6 shows in our Pacific Northwest box set, available now at dead.net, selling very briskly. So if you're on the fence, go get it sooner than later before it's gone, because it'll be gone and then it'll be a bummer. So enjoy it. Thank you for sitting through these 6 videos. They've been fun to do. I'm sure we'll have many more videos in the future about lots of other cool things, and have a great rest of your day.